Hi guys, welcome back to our channel. Today I'm going to take a case study on Power BI, and I would like to demonstrate how to create a dashboard for Titanic Survival data. So at first we need to get the data, so we need to click on get data. Then our data set is now CSV file, so you need to select this option text or CSV. Then specify the location of the data, then click on open. So this is a sample data which is shown here. Then you can just click on load. Then it will load the data and you can see the table created. So this is a query created Titanic train data, and we have these columns. These are the fields, and you can also click on table view to see the data. So this is the data, right? Yep. In cabin you have so many missing values, and if you have worked on this data set using Python and machine learning, so you must be knowing the number of missing values in A's, and also there are missing values in cabin and also in embarked. I think if you have remembered, the number of no missing values in A's are 177, and the missing values in embarked are 2, and then missing values in cabin are 600 plus, which is almost 77%. That is what I remembered. So this data has to be clean, so this data has to be processed. So in order to do that, click on home, and you have to go to the click on report, and you have to transform the data. Click on transform data and select transform data. Yep. So these are the default steps which are applied over here. And then we have passenger ID, survived, and P class. You can check the click on view, and you can see the column quality. You see passenger ID has valid data 100%. Similarly, survived also 100%. P class means ticket class. So there are three classes, 1, 2, 3, and name also has all the fields. And look, you can see the gender. So let's rename this column. So I just want to rename this as gender. Then the step has been applied, renamed columns, and then age has missing values, right? So you can filter out. So just click on this arrow over there, and you can select this null, then click on OK. So after that, the valid data is 100%. Then if you go to the other columns like fair, no problem, and you can see cabin has just valid data is 26%. So there are many missing values, so it is better to drop such columns. So I just right click on this and then remove. Then it has been removed and new step has been added. Then and then I just want to make a copy of this survived, right? Okay, so let's go with some graphs. So data has been clean and we have this. If you want, you can also make a copy of this survived. So duplicate column, then it will add a new column, and we just rename this column as survival. Okay, survival, and then click on OK. And here you can replace the values, like for example 0 means died, so just click on 0, then replace values. So 0 for died, but the data type is not changed, so you can just click on cancel, and I want to change the data type of this as text. Done. Then now you can click on 0, then replace values. So replace 0 with died. That is done. 1 means survived. 1 means survived. Click on OK. Then that is done. So this is also 100%. So let's proceed with this data. So once you have applied, once you have done the data transformation, you need to click on home and then close and apply. Then the steps are applied in the background, and you can see the columns over here. And next, here I want to introduce a new column. So at first, I just want to change the background. So click on this formatting tab. Then you can see canvas background. You can click on wallpaper, change the color to, for example, let me use this color, black. Okay, not black, let's use this color. Okay, that's good. And then at first we would like to add a survival rate, right? You can have a survival rate, or else we can also create how many people uh, survived, or total number of passengers also you can create. So create a measure here, right? Create a measure, that is click on the table, then new measure. I want to create the passengers. So passengers is equals to, so we want to have the count of let's say Titanic of passenger ID. So this gives the total passenger. That is done. Now I want to create a card. So click on the card on which 1 2 3 is displayed. Just click on that and choose the field, that is passengers. So this is the total number of passengers. You can have total number of passengers, and you need to do the formatting. So click on formatting. I want to change the, click on general, then FX, select the color. So I want to map with the background color, and it is also better to change the color of the value to be, I want to make white. So select white. So that is passengers, and you can see the color is black, or else you can, for callout value, you can also select white. The number of passengers are these many, and we have grid in the background, so you can also modify that. I don't want to have the grid, so click on grid lines, then grid lines will be gone. So these are the number of passengers, total number of passengers. If you want, you can also increase the font for this label. So click on formatting, category label. I just want to make this as okay, 14 is okay. Then make a copy of this. Before that, I want to know how many people are survived and how many are died, right? So you can also do that. Total passengers are these many, and you can create a, new measure, right? Click on this, or new column, create a new column, and here you can write mm, survived total, survived. What is the label we want to use? Let's say, okay, survived total. Let's make it is equals to, and the formula over here is, you can just make it like this. For example, calculate, just calculate, and the field is passengers, right? You can use passengers, and comma, where Titanic of survived, Titanic of survival is equals to, in double quotation you have to write survived. So this will calculate survived total. Then just make a copy of this, Control C and Control V, just drag it beside, then here's change the field, instead of passengers change survived total, but it's coming as so here we have to create the new measure, that is survivors is equals to calculating the passenger field. From that survival is equals to survived. So we have a survival column in which we have the values for survived and dead. So survival is equals to survival, so that will create a new measure. Similarly, you can also calculate the dead. So here survival is equals to dead, and then these are two card visuals. So you can see the field selected here, survivors, and here is uh, the dead. So these are the just the numbers, right? We are showing the numbers by using the card visual. And then we can create a new measure, that is a survival rate. Okay, survival rate, which is equals to division of a division of this sum of Titanic survived by the survived. So this will give us the survival rate. So I'm just copying this and creating a new measure here. Click on the table, then new measure. So this is the formula, then enter. So this will create a new measure, and then similarly just make a copy of this and change the field. Control C to copy, Control V to paste, then it is paste, and here change the field. So instead of this dead, you can change survival rate. So this is 0.41, 41% survived. If you click on this, you will be getting the means values type. So just make it percentage, and you can also select the number of digits. So you can just keep this, otherwise you can just make the decimal digits to 0. So it is 40, so rounded value is 41%. So these are the measures, and then you can plan for suitable graphs, like for example our target variable is survived, then survival is compared with the other important the fields. So we can also add a control here, controls, that means controllers card, controller tab. So I want to create a new text box, right, and just type here controls. Means from controls you can select the values, and then it will make an effect to the visuals which are drawn over here. So just make it bold and increase the font. I want to make it to 618, and then you just increase the size of this, right? Increase the size, and then I want to move this over here. You can select controls and make an alignment. So align it to the top and align the text to center, and I want to change the background color of this, so you can also do that. Click on FX. Instead of white color, you can choose any other color. For example, let's select this. Oh, it's very dark blue. Let's use the simple color. Okay, let's use this. It's up to you, you can use any color. So this I want to make it white only. So click on FX, then here color is this, so not FX. From here you can change the text color here. I want to make it white, so now it's white color, or else you can make this as black itself, any other color if you want. Okay, just make the color. Okay, controls, and then on this I want to add some controls, like to select the gender, right? I want to select gender. So click on the blank area of the canvas, and then you need to um, just click on gender. So where we'll be getting the gender values, male, female, and convert this visual to slicer type. So slicer, and if you go to the so here checkbox options are there. If you go to the properties, and in the slicer settings, you can have vertical list, so make it drop down. Okay, make it drop down and decrease the size of this, and better you drag this on this controls part. So from here we can also select the gender, and here let's make the color similar to the background color of this text box. So go to general, then effects, then change the background color to the same, and yep. And if you change this, if you click on this, you can see this. So here also we would like to make the background color as the same as background color, and so select this and make the color, right? So values, if we go down, so let's make white color for values, and background color should be the background color of the text box. So now if you just click on that, you will be looking at these values. So let's make this no text color to be black. So how do we do that? Again, click on that, and then values. In the values, instead of white, we'll make this black only. Now if you click on this, you'll see the options here, male, female, and then just make a copy of this. Make a copy of this, Control C, then Control V, and instead of this, so gender is done. So from where you can select the gender value, and here what are the other types? We can select passenger class. Okay. mm, where is that field? P class. Okay, P class is there. So we just select this and change the class. If you want, you can also create a convert the numeric values into text type. So we can also do that. So let's go with the numerical values only. So just change the field. Instead of this, select P class. So if you expand it, you'll be getting the values 1, 2, 3, and just change the label for this, as instead of P class, you can change the rename it as passenger class. Passenger class. that is done here. So passenger class 1 2 3, then again make a copy of this, control C, then control V, and I want to change the field as embarked. There are 3 places for embarked. Embarked, so 3 places. CQS, done. So these are 3 controls for the movement. So let's plot suitable graphs. Like I want to have a clustered column chart, and which the fields are. The selected field 1 is on x-axis. I want to select gender. Okay, let's delete this. Gender is selected. Then comparing this gender with survival. Convert this to cluster column chart. Not survival, let's make it survived. So here you can see males and females, and here legend you can add it as survived. It shows zeros and 1. Instead of that, we can also add what is the data type of this survival? It is text, so it should also be coming, no? Some of yeah, so gender we have male, female, and this one is died and this one is survived. You can see the value. If you want to display the values also, you can do that. Click over here, and then lessons is okay, and then data fields, enable data fields, and just expand it, and we want to display the numbers within. So yep, here we want to display the numbers, so that is done. And then just move this slide over here. Instead of this, we want to change the title, so click on general, there is a title. So title is survival by gender. Let's make this text color as white and also bold, and align it to the center. Not white, so it's already, let it white, but let's change the background color of this. That is possible within the, select the figure, FX. In FX, first of all map the color to the background color of the page. Done. So this is survival by gender. Even these labels are not shown, so we have to change the color. Select the graph, then go to legends. So top left text, they are black, so make it white. So this shows who are survived, who are not survived. Even grid lines are there, so you can turn off grid lines off, so no grid lines. So this is the figure which shows the survival by gender. Got it. So you can change, for example, let's say I want to have only the females. Select, then it also makes effect to the other fields. So survival of female is 75%. If you select a male, the survival of male is 21%. So overall is 41%. So like this you can have a graph. Even I want to make this labels color as white, so you can do that by changing mm, x-axis, so color black, make it white. Also for y-axis, make the color for y-axis change the color to white. No, these are the labels. And also I want to change this. Okay, let it be. Next, I want to have a similar graph for port of embarkments. So there are 3 places. So just click on the blank area of the canvas, select embarked, and then survived. Convert this to clustered column chart. So there are 3 places. Or else I just duplicate this. I just remove that and let's just duplicate this. Control C, then Control V. So duplicate this and we change the field. The field we want to change is, instead of gender, I want to now change the field as embarked. So just drag and drop, means replaced. So there are 3 places. SSEQ, you can see the values. So you can change the title, survival by embarkment. So that is done. And one more graph I would like to have. You can make a ticket class, right? Ticket class wise survival. So make a copy of this. Control V and paste here. Instead of embarked on x-axis, we'll replace embarked with P class. Your first class, second class, third class. So this is survival by embarked. So we have to change the title. Survival by class. Now these are the 3 figures. Then we can also have some other figures like So we don't have proper space here, so just decrease the size. Then next I would like to have mm, A's, right? A's. For that I would like to have a area chart. So area chart, then on x-axis we can change A's, so add a field A's. Then on y-axis you can add survived, and then on lessened you can add gender wise, for example. So this is the graph, and I want to change the background color of this, so map with the background color of the page. FX, change the background color to the background color of this. Then you have to change the title as well. So this is survived by age and gender, and let's make it white. The text color is white, and align it to center. Then yeah, that's done. Next labels, legends, so they are blocks, so make it text color as white. And then grid lines we don't want to have, so turn off. Even vertical also we don't want to have. Change the color of x-axis values to white, also for y-axis. Title also, let's make it white. For the same for x-axis. Then let's also do the same for these figures. So they are black, so let's make them white. Apply the same on this figure. So change the color of the title of these figures for x-axis and y-axis. So x-axis, click on title, then change the color to white. Done. And for y-axis also, change the color to white. So that is done, and there are vertical grid lines, so we want to turn off that. Horizontal we already turned off, then let's also turn off vertical. Done. So this is the these are the couple of figures, right? If you want, you can also plan for other graphs, like for example you want to have a pie chart, so click on pie chart. Then here, for example, gender while survival rate, gender while survival rate, so you can see that by gender. So you can map the color of the background color, change it to background color of the page, and also change the title to survival rate by gender. That's correct, but align it to the center and change the text color to white. That is done. And also label legends are black, so that is done in visual. So data labels, values, in the values, so we have this color, so make it white. And also this legends, where is legend? Legend is here. Change the text color to white. So this is survival. And if you want to show this within inside, you can also do this in a percentage values within the slices, so you can also do that. Where is that possible? You can also change the colors if you want. Details label, so that is outside, so you can make them inside. And what else can be drawn? Yep, done. If you want, you can also change the text for this. What is the meaning of SCQ? You can replace the values and you can change. And also for this 1 2 3, you can have a text instead of number 1. You can make it text like first, FIRST, for second also, for third also, that is possible. And yep, that is done. You see the size was not sufficient, so that's why the numbers were not displayed. So like this you can create the report for any data sets. So from here you can select, for example, the passenger class 2, then it also affects the complete the pace, complete pace. And let's say second passenger class 2, and then gender, for example, females. And from embarked I want to select S Southampton. Then this is the these are the numbers which is representing the selected fields. So from here you can have a control on the fields, right? You can do that. So that's why I have added this. And you can also add a title on the top, but we do not have proper space, but you can also do that. Just move these figures a little bit down if possible. You can have a space. Is it possible to decrease the size? This much we can decrease. On top you can add a text. So create a text box. Then here you can add a text like, for example, Titanic Survival, uh, data analysis. This, you can just make it bold. Control A to select the text and make it bold, and also change the text size to some 16, and you can change the color. You can change any color, right? You can select any of your favorite color and decrease the height of this, and also change the background, map it with the background of let me increase the size as well. Let us make it 24, not 24. 20 is okay, even 20 is not. We don't have a proper space. Okay, let it be. I just want to move this to move this on top and increase the size. Done. So this is the report, right? You can also save this, and you can export. You can export this into PDF. This is how the report looks like, right? So the background colors, it is, now you have a white colors, you can also change that.